NBA sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Glendale. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Yes, sir. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Outside. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Throw here down the field. His fall, incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The 49ers out for the punt.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
2nd and 1.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Hey, check that. Let's go. Say, hey, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Again, it's Benson. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's an Arizona 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Get up, Panther Street. Hey.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
A give. Here's Benson. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a run. And he will score! Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
The kicker on 40.
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll roll out here with Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Delon Bennett. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch out!
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9.
Watch out!
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Thinking the play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass was to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush that leads to a turnover on down. Straight ahead, they go with Benson.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Come on.
line.
That's pretty.
On the handoff, this is Benson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
19 tight. 19. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
From the gun, Richardson. To the outside, he's got Harrison. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
First and 10
Unlock
at the
Lions.
13-yard
Unlock
line.
Lions.
Handoff, and it's Benson running right. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Benson. Parkinson. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. He'll find his tight end. It's Parkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, break. Let's go.
Here's a 1st carry for their running back, and it'll be brought down right around the 40. Kaiser White able to make the tackle.
A gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Get it. 60 vices, 60 vices.
Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Kaiser White.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a loss of 8.
We are through one. 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play there with Purdy to Ayuk, and even 30 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
It's that.
A run here with McCaffrey. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing. but it falls incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. It's second down.
This offense just can't seem to get anything going in this opening half, Mike, and they're still looking for their first points of the game, and it's really these missed opportunities that are a big part of the reason they're really struggling here.
And it'll be marked down at the 7, and it will set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Forced out wide. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Throwing is Purdy. On the run to the right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this. Third down and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're good to the goal line and in. Jordan James. Touchdown. 49ers. Point after try forthcoming. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good.
A gain there of 24 yards. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
48-yard line.
Check, Panthers. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Ready.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Back to the sideline and intercepted. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And the 49er, first down.
Get set.
First and 10 at the 31.
On first and 10, it's James. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
Ball on the
9.
30 now. Here's second and 9. Now Purdy. As he throws and is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale after this. It's 3rd and 4.
Ready!
Richardson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball, and those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On fourth down, Richardson. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The defense could not bring them down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains. We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will cut the deficit down to 2.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Ready? Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Richardson going to look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This time they stay on the ground. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On fourth down, Daniel Wheeler is on to punt. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Play action. Here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. Now inside the 25. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the 49ers will up the lead to 5.
Niners 19. Cardinals 14.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground here again. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Shot alert! Shot alert! Hey, crash! 19, Charger, 19. Let go!
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. Down the sideline, past the 40. A terrific run. He's got this one down inside the 30-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. It's a gain of 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Check smash! Check smash! 70 Lions!
They'll go again with Benson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big.
And he'll take it on in. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown Cardinals. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Buffalo 18! 19 Lions!
Now Richardson. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with James. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10.
21 yards. And the 49er.
He'll go play action. Harris Smack getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
Second down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Purdy. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Out of the the gun. Here's Purdy. That's complete to Watkins. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Niners first down.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's a give to James heading left. Open space inside the 10. And he's in. Jordan James. Touchdown San Francisco. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
His kick is good.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Bring it. Here we go.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack,
Here we go.
there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
Well, I'm not sure there's been one position on offense that has evolved more over the years, Mike, than the tight end position. They're no longer just the extra blockers. They're no longer just the underneath, hey, pick up a first down. These are some of the most dynamic playmakers in the league, and that's a great example of why.
Ready, ready.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. It's caught by Harrison right side. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
17 more yards.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
First and 10
Hey,
at the
alert.
16-yard
Jack
line.
Panther. 18. Roll.
On the ground, it's Benson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ready.
Again, it's Benson. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Ready. Panther 60. Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Ready.
Benson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal.
Go check. Viking 18. Let go.
That'll give on the ground. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
Get it. 70 live.
Throwing, Richardson. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
Jalen Thompson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd down, they need 7.
2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
They'll go with James. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Open man is Jennings. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Play fake, it's Richardson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Ready.
Now Richardson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
By the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
1st down, 49ers.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. A gain of 1 brings up third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Watkins motioning over. On third down, it's Purdy. Open man, left side, he's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's James. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jordan James. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season.
That extra point is good.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Hawk 70.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
Second down throw for Richardson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That is caught, and he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Throwing the out route. Ayuk has it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the 49er first down. A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
Running here is James. And he'll work forward to about 3. It's 2nd down. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Niners 40, Cardinals 30.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Go! Ready, ready.
On play action, Richardson. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll run. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Start. Go.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's McBride. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that final throw here is intercepted. And the Niners are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.